Hey everyone, it's Katie. I'm hoping the sound is working this week so that I can share a huge giveaway with you. And I've also got the 4th installment of the Distress Oxide Inks to show you, along with the blending brushes and a couple of Altenew Stencils that we are loving. We'll kick it off with the giveaway, and make sure you leave a comment letting us know why you want to win and share this video so that all of your friends could join us as well. So let's jump into it. All right, so here we go. I have the huge giveaway right here. I'm going to walk you through everything that's in it. This week's giveaway goes along with the Happy Mail sale that we have going on at Blitsy right now. And what that is a curated group of products that are perfect for making beautiful pieces of mail to send to your friends, because who doesn't like receiving happy mail? Happy mail. I said happy meal, like McDonald's. So everything that you'll win is in this box right here, and it doesn't look like a lot, but as I start pulling it out, you're going to see that this giveaway is seriously huge. First up, we have the Tombow adhesive pack, and this comes with 3 adhesives in the pack. You get permanent, removable, and dots. I swear by these adhesive rollers, and I know a lot of other people do too, for planning, for card making, for your scrapbooking. It's really nice, and in this 3 set you get a variety of all different kinds. So perfect for making your envelopes for Happy Mail. Next up in the giveaway, you will receive the Tombow Twin Tones in pastel. These are dual tip markers, so you get 2 tips in 1 pen. There's a kind of a bullet point here and then a finer tip there, so that's really great for doing some artwork on your mail, doing some bullet journaling, your planning, all of that fun stuff. And I love the fun pastel colors. Then next up in the giveaway, we have the Mono drawing pen set, and this is a set of 3. You get the 01, 03, and 05, and you can kind of see some of the details on the back here. I'll just read them off. It's a water-based pigment ink, smooth, skip-free drawing and writing, excellent nib strength, no smudging, it dries instantly. So again, for all you planner people, that's great. Odorless, again, you get the 3 tip sizes. So these are great pens that are also in that Happy Mail sale. Who knew Tombow had so many great products for Happy Mail? Okay, next we have the Mono drawing pencil set. And first I want to point out this eraser. If you don't have the Mono eraser, I swear by this eraser. I love it. I didn't realize that there were differences in erasers for a really long time, but this is a plastic eraser that works really, really well. And so I do a lot of practicing of hand lettering, and I'm able to erase all of my lines underneath my marker with it. So that's really nice. Plus, of course, getting your drawing pencils. These are graphite pencils, which are really nice and going to be great for your sketches and doodling and all of that fun stuff. And then last but not least, we had to include some of the dual brush pens. These are tried and true for hand lettering and mail art and all of that fun stuff. This is the Bright palette, so you get all your bright colors and then your colorless blender in there as well. And if you haven't used the Tombows yet, you are missing out. You should definitely give them a try, and if you win the giveaway, obviously you can give them a try for free. But these are dual tipped as well. You have your brush tip and then your nib on the other end of that as well. So make sure you leave comments. Let us know, how would you use these products for your Happy Mail, and we are going to announce the winner of this. You'll win everything. We'll announce that on Monday. We'll give the winner a quick email to let you know that you won. And if you are international, you can still enter the drawing. You will just win Blitsy points, which will be the equivalent, the retail value equivalent of this that you'll be able to spend on Blitsy. So you can still enter and get all of the same products. We'll just do it as Blitsy points instead. So that is the giveaway. You have until Sunday at 11:59 Central to enter, and good luck everyone. I'll come back to that sort of at the end, but what I really want to show you is the new Distress Oxide colors that we are now shipping worldwide here at Blitsy. So I'm going to move this giveaway out of the way. And then I'm going to pull out my glass mat so I can share a little bit more of these colors with you. And I think we're doing okay on sound. I haven't gotten any red flags yet. Looks like we're doing all right. I just did a quick check for you. Okay, so Distress Oxides. So excited. These are now shipping worldwide. I've got all of the colors swatched out for you so that you can see how they look on paper. These have actually all been already spritzed with water so you can see what they look like oxidized. But these are the newest colors, and I was just going to kind of name them off for you. We have Barn Door, Spun Sugar, Mustard Seed, Stormy Sky, Tumbled Glass, Tea Dye, Ripe Persimmon, Mowed Lawn, Crushed Olive, Old Paper, Dusty Concord, and Ground Espresso. And then, of course, we have all of the reinkers in the same colors as well. I always love how true to the name these colors actually are. So when you do this exercise of swatching it out and you start, putting the color out with Distress inks and the oxides, you will see that they really do look like the name. So Mowed Lawn, for instance, it's just like the shades and the names. It's just amazing to me how it's all matched up. So anyways, these are great, great colors. I think that you can do a lot of different things with the variety of colors here. And as you can see, we've got Christmas coming up, we've got fall coming up. So the way that you can use these to make them look however you want for whatever holiday is coming up is really great. Even like the Dusty Concord and the Ripe Persimmon, that's great for Halloween. And then there's even more like pastel-y looks with the Spun Sugar and the Tumbled Glass. So you can get a lot by mixing and matching all of the new Distress Oxide colors. So this is the 4th installment. There's also set 1, set 2, and set 3. If you are collecting, you can now add these to the mix. Okay, also I wanted to show you the blending brushes. These are really great brushes that are going to be great for creating backgrounds. And if you don't have them yet, you may want to pick some up while they're in stock. I'm going to give you a quick look at them. So they're actually really nice quality. They are a natural fiber bristled brush tip, and they're great for creating soft blends for backgrounds. And what's unique about it is it has a retractable design. And when I go to use them, I'll kind of show you why that's important, but it gives you a lot of control when you're working with stencils or even when you're blending a background. These are going to come 2 to a pack, which is really great, but you're probably going to want even more than that, and this is why. So they fit, actually, you can fit 7 perfectly into the Distress ink storage tin. And what I recommend, and I know that Tim does this on his videos as well, is getting 1 per each color family so that you don't have to constantly be pulling off the lids and seeing which one to use, and you don't have to clean them all the time either. So I know I was working with them without having them color coded for a little while, and I literally was pulling them all off and putting them back on. And I just did this color coding on here with Sharpie markers. So that's a really nice thing to do. All right, so let's put it to use. I've already put a stencil down, and I made sure to grab a really intricate, this is a stencil by Altenew. It's the Mega Hydrangea stencil, and it's super intricate, so that's what I wanted to use to kind of just put some colors down and start playing with the new oxides. All right, so let's see. I'm going to start with Spun Sugar. So I'll take out my stencil brush here, and I'm going to start with it fully retracted. So we've got the full brush here. And I'm just going to open up my ink pad, pick up some ink on my stencil brush, and start laying it down on the paper. And I'm working on the Tim Holtz Glass Media Mat. This was the live I tried to do last week and the sound wasn't working, so I ended up doing a full-blown video. That's on our Facebook page if you want to see more about the glass mat. It's also on our YouTube channel. So I really like this sponge sugar. It's like cotton candy. So now I'm going to actually push this up a little, and you can see that it makes this brush a little bit more tight. And I've got these little intricate spots here that I'm trying to get a little bit more color on. Or if you just want like a more concentrated color, you can adjust your stencil brush for those spots. So kind of in the corners here, it's really nice to have that option. All right, and I'm going to add another color. I'm going to take some mustard seed. And again, I'm just going to do some circular motions, pick up a bunch of ink, and then go right over my stencil. And this stencil is great for doing card backgrounds, just kind of the size that I'm doing here. I'm going to blend these inks together a little at the top there. And then again, I'm going to make it a little tighter there to get my little corners. Add a little bit more pigment down. And I'm going to add one more color to this stencil. I think I'm going to do some tumbled glass. That'll look pretty. I just glanced over at some of the comments. It looks like a lot of people are excited for that giveaway. All of the links are in the description, so you can enter the giveaway there. You can get the links to the Distress inks, the brushes that I'm using, and then also these Altenew stencils. Just going to blend that on nice and easy. I'm going to stick to my formula and make it a little tighter and get those corners. Try to add a little more ink so you can see it when I'm done. I always love the stencil reveal. I used to have major stencil anxiety, but with all the new tools and brushes that you can use, I don't have anxiety really much anymore. I feel like there's so much more control. Okay. So I think we're done. I'm gonna lift it up. And there we go. Again, that is the Mega Hydrangea stencil. It's so pretty. It's by Altenew. We have it linked in the comments. And I did grab one other stencil that I was gonna show you guys from Altenew. Let's see, where did I put it? We have this cute classic stripes stencil. I feel like you can't go wrong with classic stripes. So let's go ahead and play with that one. And here's my little trick too. I take some purple tape and put it on the back of my cardstock so that when I'm stenciling, the paper stays in place. So I just put it on the back there. And then I also put some purple tape down onto the stencil to keep that in place. So otherwise, even though the stencil is taped down, you could potentially have your paper moving underneath, and that's not going to be good. So just tape this guy down. Who would have fun playing with these inks? It's like once you start, it's hard to stop. And I just reuse this purple tape also. It's repositional, not super tacky, so you can get a lot of use out of the purple tape. If you haven't picked that up yet, that's by Thermoweb. It actually comes in a roll like this. It's super handy to have. Okay, so I'm just going to, again, pick some colors. I'll kind of go rainbow on this one. Start with our barn door. It goes on nice and easy. I have watercolor cardstock from Ranger that I'm working on. And the age-old question about these inks is, what is the difference between the Distress ink and the Distress Oxides? And Distress ink is a dye ink, and Distress Oxide is a dye and pigment ink. So you're going to have a little more opacity with the oxides and more translucent with the Distress inks. Trying to keep myself neat over here, put everything back as I'm doing it so I don't make a big, huge mess. So now I'm going to take the ripe persimmon and just go down the line of the Classy Stripes stencil. And I did the same thing again. These lines are super intricate, so being able to control the stencil and kind of have a little more give there is really nice to make sure that I'm getting enough pigment between all of these little lines. And then I'm going to move on to some mustard seed. What do you guys think of the Distress Oxides? I'm just gonna keep on going down with the rainbow colors. Next up is Mowed Lawn, and I wanted to do this just so you could kind of see the colors in action. And how they look together. There's our Mowed Lawn. And as you can see, I'm really quickly grabbing for the stencil brush that I need because I did that color coding, so it makes it really, really simple. I'm going to use tumbled glass for our blue. And then I'll do a little bit of Dusty Concord on the bottom. And putting things away as I use them is something I'm trying to consciously do in terms of like putting caps back on things and all of that, because it can get real messy real quick if you don't. All right. Just get a little bit more on there, and then it's time for the big reveal. Always my favorite part. Ta-da! That is the classic Stripes stencil from Altenew. I just think there's so many fun things that you could do with that. In fact, you can actually, now that we've got all of this Distress Oxide on the stencil, what I'm gonna do is spritz that with some water. Just get it all wet. And take some watercolor cardstock. Let me get these swatches out of the way. Let's see what happens if we just transfer it right onto there. Very pretty. That'll dry. I don't know if in the light you can see that. I did this a little earlier as well. This one is all dry, so you can kind of see it better. But that's just transferring the ink from the top of my stencil onto the watercolor paper. So just another quick use of that. And there's one more just kind of on the background, on a watercolor background. And then cleanup is really, really simple on here. If you saw my video on, oh, where are my paper towels? If you have paper towels, it's really simple. If you saw my video on the glass mat, you can literally just take your paper towel roll and clean up after yourself. Voila. I even just kind of do the same on my stencil and get all that ink right off. And the next thing you could do is you could spritz some water on here, give it sort of that chalky finish, and you've got yourself some beautiful Distress Oxide inks. So there you have it, the new Distress Oxide inks, the Distress blending brushes, the Altenew Stencils. All of it is now available at Blitsy. Everything is in the description, so you can follow the links. Let me know in the comments what you guys are loving, why you want to win the giveaway, all that good stuff. Share with your friends. I will be back next week with some more stuff to show you. If you have any suggestions or anything that you definitely want to see, just let me know, and I will see you guys soon. Take care.